Hello, everyone. It is me and the wonderful King Gary here. We finished our first season of Girls of Pokemon. We're going to kick off the second season with a name change. Tough one to come to, but I think we got it just right.
I think so. Yeah. Season one, we had 13 fabulous interviews. And, I give us a lot of credit too, because we found just terrific guests. We had, everybody just reacted so well to it, got a lot of views, a lot of great comments. Just very, very happy with the way it turned out for season one. But now we got season two coming up, don't we?
Yes, no, I'm so excited for that. We're going to diversify a little bit. So it's not just going to be Pokemon anymore. And that's why we're doing the name change. So we're going to go with Lass's Lair, Lass from the Pokemon base set, that card. We're going to incorporate that into the logo. We're going to get a little more polished and just get women in all different TCGs, different areas of gaming, streamers, all sorts of fun little hobbies there.
Yeah, and Lass's Lair is not a common word. I don't think it's used very much anymore, but that's Lair, and it means, I haven't looked up the definition, but it means like a space or a hangout, that kind of a thing. And with Lass being a trainer, an original Pokemon trainer, we thought that kind of flows off the tongue easily, and we want to go a little bit further because an awful lot of our Pokemon people have other interests too that we'd love to talk about. I know you have a lot of interests.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So, and a lot of people, most of our people do. So, this way we can comfortably end up talking about other things too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I feel like that just eliminating just the Pokemon topic. I mean, of course, we're still going to be talking about Pokemon. This is King Pokemon right here next to me. So that's not going away. I know a lot of people said, I had people message me, Girls of Pokemon's a perfect name. It sums it up perfectly. And, I just wasn't clear when I was doing the poll that, we're just branching away from that Pokemon exclusivity right there. So I'm quite fond of the new name. It's going to be kind of a little bit easier to search for it too.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of a thumbnail you come up with for that. That's going to be fun to see.
I got a few weeks to experiment with that before we put out our first episode. And if I have to, I'm going to pay somebody to get it right.
I'm going to actually have a lot of free time on June 19th, which is Sunday. Tuan and Akira take off for Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they're going to be gone until July 25th. So about 5 weeks. And for a couple purposes. One is she, of course, her entire family is there. Mm-hmm. She's the only one in her bloodline who left Vietnam. And so her entire family is there. But also our charity, Autism Instruct, supports a autistic orphanage in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Oh.
And so one of the charity drives that we had, the Pokemon Saves the World one with Steve Aoki and Dumb Money, $10,000 share of that goes to this orphanage. And so we're there in Vietnam, it being a communist country, in that it's not easy to deal with them and to get money in and out. And so it had to be done in cash. So we had to get US cash and had to go in person, to deliver it. And so we're going to be having a whole bunch of pictures and things of all the kids there. And it's really exciting. I wish I could be there. It's just too much of a trip for me, those 20-hour plane flights.
Yeah.
That's not for me. So she's going to be doing that, and we're going to, get a lot of things to show, and those kids need it so bad. It's a very impoverished country. And so anyway, so she'll be gone. So now I'm pretty much free from like the 20th, next Monday, for 5 weeks. And I don't know what to do with myself.
We're going to jam in a few extra interviews.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, I did talk to Chumley today, and he wants to do, he just received some Metazoo that I had sent to him. And so we're going to be doing a live stream together where all the proceeds are going to go to the Autism Instruct charity. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and so and he's doing that for me, which is very nice. And so I'll be able to do that. He's going to give me a time in the next day or two, because I told him I'm totally free after Monday. So yeah, so that I can do more interviews. I can do that. Plus, you and I can talk every night if you want. We'll put up something every night.
I'll keep you company. I know it's just gonna be you and Tofu at home.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually not. Tofu is going to be at a babysitter for 5 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, so you're really all alone.
Yeah, I am all alone. Well, I got our hamster and 2 birds.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but they're not as much fun to play with.
No. Well, that's cool though. Well, yeah, you'll have to let me know about when you're doing that stream with Chumley so I could share that with everybody.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely will. We have, he's just a terrific young man. He really is. He's, I couldn't be happier that we've developed a good friendship, and he's all for, trying to help out where he can.
Yeah.
And he's never said no to me. And, but then I'm careful about what I ask for, of course. I don't take advantage of it. And so, yeah, so I'm fortunate to have a friend like that.
Yeah, that is so good. You being in Vegas, we've interviewed a few people that are right near you.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of our last few interviews, IVR and
I think Miss Chris was in
oh,
Vegas.
and Chris, yeah, IVR and Chris, they're both here in the Valley, and I'm trying to hook those 2 up together because they would both like to get a Pokemon thing going.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit of Metazoo, I don't know, but mainly Pokemon because they both love Pokemon.
The 2 of them, I couldn't pick 2 more charismatic young women that we've had on here. All of our people that we've interviewed are great, but the IVR moment where she kind of it felt like she made the decision to donate that washing machine Charizard talking to us. Oh, it's not showing up because you're in space. Hold on, put it in front of your face. Maybe it'll show up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you have it there in your hand and it's been signed. Oh, that is so cool.
Yep, it's been signed by Leon Hart, by Steve Aoki, by me, by Veronica Taylor, who played Ash.
Oh, that is so cool.
In the series, in the Pokemon series. And Logan Paul actually sent me, he couldn't get into town, but he sent me a security sticker that he signed. So I got the sticker already, which was nice of him to go to the trouble to do it.
Yeah.
So I'll be peeling off that security sticker and affixing it somewhere on here, that's not too obtrusive. And so then we're going to be auctioning it off probably through Heritage Auctions. So, and it does have on the back washing machine Charizard. I don't know if that can be seen.
I can see it. So yeah, I'm sure people will be able to pause it and zoom in, and yeah, that has that pedigree. And that's why, we talked about that in our interview, why she sent it to CGC, because they gave it that pedigree, which is, very important to her. That's an iconic card.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. And I think like we mentioned, it's had about 15 million TikTok views.
Yeah.
So, that is crazy.
Yeah, no, that's I'm predicting that's going to fetch 5 figures or more.
Well, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Again, it's all going to the foundation, and it's, many thanks to her. It just shows you, what kind of a girl she is, to have something like that. And it wasn't, you and I talked to her. It wasn't easy for her to give that up, because that's kind of a special thing in one's life, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would have been super, super tempted to hang on to it, you know, because of the sentimental value.
Right.
But then when she decided to, and when I told you, you went, wow, you know, it was pretty amazing that she would do that for us.
Well, yeah, that's an incredibly selfless act. I mean, if it was me, I would have a hard time too, but knowing that it could bring that value, it's in good hands, it's going to make, you know, a huge impact in people's lives with that charity donation like that, I would choose to do it, but there's no wrong answer there. You know, with something that she's so attached to, I could understand either way.
Oh yeah, I totally would have understood also. Yeah. In fact, I was surprised like you that she would even do it. But it just kind of speaks to her, you know, what kind of a person she is. And that's why her and Chris does a lot of charity stuff here in the Valley also. I think I mentioned when we interviewed her about her playing volleyball. No, I'm sorry, dodgeball.
Oh yeah, dodgeball, yeah.
And she does that for charity, is, you know, plays dodgeball against the boys. I mean, she's pretty athletic. She's a weightlifter. She can do more push-ups than I can blink my eyes.
Yeah, she's in incredible shape. I mean, I actually just looked at her Instagram today when I was talking to her, and I'm just like, holy crap, if she could be my personal trainer, I would be buff as could be.
I know, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So those two, and yet they live probably 10, 15 minutes from each other. That's why I'm going to stay on them and try to think of ways to get them together.
Yeah.
Because they can do a lot of good. Two terrific girls in the hobby, and that can do a lot of good for the hobby. And, you know, maybe if there'd be some way down the road where you and I could get both of them on here at the same time.
Yes.
And then talk to them, let them talk to each other. Yeah, I bet we could convince them to do something. And then once they get a little bit involved, they're going to love it because they're both terrific people. And so.
Yeah, no, I think, you know, for season 2, we could have the two of them on for an episode.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah. And
maybe don't even tell them.
Yeah, don't even tell them, surprise them. I mean, if they watch this, they're going to know, but
that's all right.
Another thing I want to do, I want to get out there to Vegas myself, do some in-person filming, which is, you know, makes a difference. I love doing it over Zoom, but the in-person stuff really has a different feel.
Yes, it does. And I am really surprised how well the Zoom thing works, because again, I'm not, you know, Mr. Technology. And so when I just thought of the concept, you know, I thought, yeah, it was kind of like when cell phones came out. I said, you know, that's stupid. What a stupid idea that is, right? Well, you know, with Zoom and with face-to-face meetings on the internet, you know, I didn't think it works, but it works a lot better than I anticipated. Plus, we can do a lot more things that we couldn't do before.
Well, so, you're in space right now.
Yeah, that's right.
That's amazing technology.
Yeah, right, Elon? Right? I'm talking to Hillary. Yeah.
Yeah, tell him I said hi.
Yeah, Hillary says hi, Elon. Yeah, he's kind of busy. He's looking at Mars through the window.
Understandable.
Yeah. So now I'm kind of a fan of Zoom, you know.
Yeah.
Although you're right, in person it is, you know, is a lot more fun, really. In that, but I mean, this could never be happening without Zoom, and so I'm a fan now of that. So live and learn. I'm a fan of cell phones too now.
Me too. I don't know how I live without mine. Yeah, one thing that I'd like to point out is that a lot of people might not know, because I didn't even know until the second episode that we filmed, is that I had to pay for Zoom in order to have a meeting longer than 30 minutes with.
Do you?
More 3 people or more. You got to pay. I think I pay $15 a month. You know, nothing crazy, but I thought it was going to cut off the interview. I said, oh no. And then the notification popped up. They said, don't worry, this one's free. You have to pay next time. I said, oh no, okay.
Oh, really?
So something people should keep in mind, because it might take you off guard like it did me in the middle of the interview.
If it's under 30 minutes, though, it's free?
That's what I think it was saying. Yeah, that's why I didn't catch it sooner, because I had used Zoom for plenty of things before and just not for that long duration, because a lot of our interviews, they wind up being an hour long.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is one thing. I mean, we interviewed people from all over the world pretty much. I mean, we had Pokey Chloe in England. She's excellent. I love her. We talked to people in Canada, a couple of people. Yeah. We had, that shop owner that she was a while ago. She was months ago.
Right. Uh-huh.
Can't even
we've
think of her.
We've been so fortunate. We've had what a great lineup we've had.
Yeah.
Serious.
Oh, yeah. I would love to talk to somebody in Australia. I know we had somebody in Australia lined up, but they did cancel last minute, which, I understand some people have gotten stage fright and have canceled with us. Don't hold it against them. I understand.
No, she was actually New Zealand.
Oh, yes, that's right.
But same thing. No, I don't know if it's I get myself in trouble saying things like that, right? I was on this podcast with Kitchen Table TCG.
Oh, yeah.
With George and Louie from Collecticon last year. And let me see, he said something about the name of a chicken place or something I had never heard of. And I said something that I meant to be funny, like, that was in Texas. Something silly like that, right?
Yeah.
And oh boy, people were up in arms.
Oh.
Totally joking. Like I'm joking here about New Zealand and Australia, but
I'm sure we're going to get at least one comment about that or one private message. And just understand,
right.
We don't mean anything malicious. Sometimes some people might take it that way, but we're really just having fun, lighthearted, not trying to offend anybody. If we say anything like that, it's just a joke. Don't come after us. Yeah.
You ever heard of Don Rickles?
No.
Okay, he was an insult comic, and I mean, if you Google or YouTube Don Rickles, he was just hilarious. But he said nothing but negative things about everybody. He didn't discriminate. He was just on everybody, and so. I was thinking that today an insult comic would never go over because people are so sensitive in that. But if you watch him, it's you'd be on the floor laughing. He was amazing.
See, I love comics like that, but I mean, I don't take things seriously. Maybe that's just my personality. Like stuff like that, I could take a joke and I could take an insult. Some people could actually be trying to insult me and I could be laughing at it and not realize that they're trying to be mean.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which maybe is a good way to deal with it.
I think so. Yeah, but look that up, Don Rickles. Anybody else out there, and tell me if Don Rickles could get away with being that type of comic today.
Yeah.
See what he talks about. Just hilarious. I mean, you look at people like Dave Chappelle, who is a new, not new, but he's a modern day comic, and even things he says, he gets in a lot of trouble for. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, if you saw Don Rickles.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. And while we're talking about the comments, do let us know what your favorite episode was. And if you could elaborate on that, we love the feedback. I know I have a lot of people message me on Instagram about, certain episodes and say, oh, this was really cool. Let us know in the comments so everybody can read it.
I would love to see those comments because I'll tell you what, I don't think it's going to be an easy choice because there were just so many good ones. And the people don't know yet, but our next one is going to be absolutely crazy good too. But we're not going to mention who or whatever. But it's going to be a terrific one, and we'll get that on, and we'll get it taped in the next week or so, and and then get it up for our season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, we'll call it our premiere episode for the rework series, which I'm so pumped for this. It's been I feel like it's been going on, oh my goodness, maybe 6 months now. Kind of want to look and see. I feel like it's been 6 months. I'm gonna go to the playlist.
Or more.
Yeah, let's see my playlist here. Girls of Pokemon. 5 months ago. So yeah, it's been almost 6 months. We probably started this 6 months ago.
Okay, so we've done 13 episodes in the 6 months, which makes sense because we want to do like one every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And 13 episodes in 6 months, that would be 26 episodes in a year, which would be one every 2 weeks. So
yeah.
So we've really followed that pretty closely. It's good when people can depend on it, and we do the best we can. But since it's not, neither one of us, it's not the only thing we do, it's hard sometimes. But like Leon Hart, he gets his thing up at 11 Pacific time, 11 a.m. every single morning. There is boom, 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 right on time.
Yeah.
But that's his job, and he does it full time, and he can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've done pretty good considering.
We really have. I mean, like I said, we've had, some no shows, and we've still figured out a way to pull it off just about every 2 weeks.
Yes.
Oh, oh my goodness. You're getting big. There's a whole new dog since I last seen her.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Say hi, Hillary.
Hi, Tofu. Hi. Oh, how cute. How do you like being in space, Tofu?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh my goodness, too cute. Too cute. She is big now. Wow.
Yeah, she's a year now. So yeah, she's grown. She's grown. Okay, sit down. Sit down. She loves jumping up on you.
Yeah.
And so Kara, who normally has shorts on and short sleeves, she Tofu jumps and gives her little scratches, and so Kara has dropped her off in here just now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here, Tofu. Here, come on here. There you go. Yeah. So something else that you might want to mention. I'm sure that quite a few people tried to leave a comment today.
Yes.
On the great interview with Miss Ganda Chris.
Yeah, so that video went out today, and it's funny because I was actually supposed to put out yesterday. I was just so tied up with work. I just didn't get a chance to finish the thumbnail and the description, even though it doesn't take long. I just did not have 20 minutes to get it done. And I was able to do it last night when I came home, so it was ready to go for today. And I said, I'm going to put out nice and early because the videos I put out early in the day do better than the ones I put out later at night.
Right.
Come to find out, there's tons of people trying to leave comments, and YouTube has this issue where you can't leave comments. You can't read comments. It's 0 comments showing up. And I'm like, do I take the video down and relist it? I said, no, it's already got, tons of views. I'm not taking that down. And I was talking to a couple people, what should I do? Should I take it down? Should I relist it? Should I try again tomorrow? And everybody's like, no, just leave it. Just leave it. Cause it's, it's performing appropriately. Just the comments aren't coming. Cause I was like, what if, that keeps it from performing? And clearly that didn't happen. But I was very concerned that that video wasn't going to work out because of that reason. And now I just told people, it's like, if you were leaving comments, go back and do it again. Cause they aren't there.
Yeah, we can't see. We didn't see them before. We can't see them now.
Yeah.
So go back in on the Miss Ganda Chris interview, and put in your comments over again so we can see them. Because we were also asking for, what was the question we were asking them?
Oh, what Pokemon type they were, and because
what Pokemon type?
She's flying, you're flying, I'm water. I said, let's find out what our audience is. And then I saw that I was getting the notifications that people were commenting that, and they're gone. I left 20 comments myself just to see if they would show up, and they weren't showing up. And I'm just sitting there at work panicking. Like, I can't even get to my computer and figure out what's going on. I'm looking at the settings I can look at. I was like, no, they're turned on. And it was all my videos. You couldn't leave a comment. And then I find out it's all of YouTube pretty much.
YouTube sent you a message, right?
Yeah, so it was in the YouTube Creator Hub, and I did post it on Instagram as a story, so everybody would know to go back and do it if they wanted to. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I saw what I want to see, and then I'm not going to go back and watch it. But I posted that just in case people did want to go back and do it. Yeah. And yeah, it was in the YouTube Creator Hub, so I don't think like they made a big, public statement, but anybody who had videos affected by it saw that message. So that's the thing. I thought I was putting it out at the perfect time, and it wound up being the worst time to put it out. You never know.
Just bad luck. Just bad luck.
That's bad luck. And I'm glad people were.
Your reasoning was absolutely correct.
Yeah. So going forward, I would actually like to have a set routine time, like maybe noon on the Wednesday. Make it more routine and ritual, kind of like how Leonhardt does. That'd be something I'd like to do for season 2, because there was just so much variation in that. Yeah. And you can really see how some videos perform better than others. And I don't know if that's the factor, but I kind of suspect it is.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Weekend videos for me just do terrible because people are doing other things and it just doesn't get traction. I've definitely noticed that. And, I'm trying to adapt to that. It's like they don't really have like a guidebook for this stuff, and we just kind of learn as we go.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure you probably watch other people too, see what they do. Mm-hmm. The ones that have been around for a long time. That's why the Leonhardt thing is. There's a reason why he does what he does.
Yeah,
and it's not to get less views.
Right.
He knows what he's doing.
So yeah, he's doing it for a living.
He's probably got it down right now. I might not come in at 11 a.m. Pacific time, just because it would compete against his, but maybe 12 o'clock Pacific time or 11:30 Pacific, because his videos are never more than half hour.
Right. Yeah. So he keeps them at a certain time because he knows his audience retention level. See, like, I don't want to shorten our interviews if we can help it, because I do like just the natural conversation.
I do too.
I don't want it to feel like forced to fit into a time frame. Like, I think the shortest one we had was with Pokey Chloe. She just gave like very direct, concise answers, which I like, but I kind of prefer the conversational element that we have going on now.
Right. That's when we were doing questions in advance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I like this better too. It might be 20 minutes. It might be an hour and 20 minutes. But whatever it is, it's because we're enjoying ourselves and just having a good time with it. And hopefully the watchers are too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're learning as we go. And like I said, we've changed some things, and that being one of them, changing it to a conversational format. And I'm glad we did, because it is just more fun and more natural feeling. And I'm not sitting there trying to think of what can I ask this person. I like to just ask questions as we go.
That's right. Because one statement might lead to a very interesting question.
Right.
Yeah. That's right.
No reason we can't.
I don't know if our watchers right now realize it, but this whole time we've actually been doing an interview with the Invisible Woman. Right? Yeah. So I don't know how exciting that is for everybody, but it's been fun. It's been fun interviewing her.
Yes, very fun. No, what was unfortunate is we were supposed to have somebody come on. I'm not going to say who, because hopefully they can come on. It was just a miscommunication. Right. But I said to Gary, you know what, why don't we just film like a little season conclusion there, since we're already talking. We had been talking for, 20 minutes before we said, maybe she's not coming. Why don't we just, do our own thing? And I want to say it's probably happened to us 4 or 5 times.
I think this is the 3rd time, actually.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think we had a couple that came late. That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Well, it's the 2 times they had to cancel altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And then, maybe there was another couple times but then we always had one a bit ready to go. So we were able to stick with the 13 for the 6 months. So it'd be nice to have a couple in the can, but things happen so quickly in the hobby that it's fun to talk about. That we try to stay current and try to interview and you list it the next day, and I think that's best as long as we can.
Oh yeah, totally. I'd love to keep doing it that way. But you know, when you're home alone and you want to get a couple in reserve,
Yeah.
I don't feel like they age bad. I still feel like they are relevant, whether you're watching them now or 6 months from now.
That's a real good point. You could pretty much watch any one of our 13 interviews, and none of them would appear old or dated.
I have to agree.
For all the new people watching this for the first time, or who have only seen one or two, go back and watch the other ones. They've just all been terrific. I mean, they've surprised me. I mean, it surprised me how much fun this has been and how informative, and I believe how much good it's done. Mm-hmm. So, and now going into season 2, we're going to be doing, we're going to be kind of spreading our wings a little bit.
Yeah.
And, moving on to, do other things also. And, that should be interesting to everybody, but all having to do with, the Haase's Lair. I guess we got to get used to saying that.
Yes. But the girls at Pokemon was started so we can showcase the wonderful women in the hobby so they don't feel all alone. And there's just so many small creators that haven't been noticed by the many people who would really appreciate getting to know them. And
that's good. And we've paid attention to that. We're not just, asking the major influencers on, we're asking, minor influence, the ones just up and coming, because they all have a story that should be of interest to everybody. So, so we're, I think by spreading out, we're going to, maybe have a little bit more interesting content, I believe, because it's, there's only so many people that are willing to come on, and some need a little bit of time, and we try to make these impromptu interviews now, so that can be a little daunting for some people, but definitely more fun that way. And I think we're going to be able to get a lot more people that everyone's going to enjoy more. So, plus we're going to be inviting some of the other ones back down the road.
1 year follow-up.
Yeah, 1 year follow-ups. That's right. And maybe even a couple of other surprises we were talking about.
Can't spoil them. Don't spoil them.
No, I won't.
All right. With that said, let us know what you'd like to see in season 2. We want to hear your feedback. We love hearing it, whether you message us or comment us down below. We're going to read it. Absolutely. And we want to thank you for watching and sticking with us. And like I said, if you haven't seen all of them, go back and watch them. There's a playlist on my channel. You're not going to regret watching them. It's going to take some time. When I watch longer videos, I actually download them and I listen to them in my car. Like this series is ideal for that.
Yeah,
something you could do if you're having a hard time sitting down and just watching it, like listening to it in the background. It's like, this is perfect for that.
Yeah, especially they don't have to look at my face. That's but they miss looking at you and our guests. So, oh well.
Well, either way.
Yeah.
Whether you're looking or listening.
Half the screen.
Looking or listening, we appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to say bye for now and take care. And we're going to see you guys very soon.
Bye-bye.